let's continue so I don't disrupt your evening program. How many of you are going for Formula One? Yeah. I mean, I do watch Formula One, but the Singapore Formula One is one of the most boring. Can't overtake, very difficult to overtake. Anyway, but kudos to Singapore for doing that because we are the only night race. Only night race, yeah. Okay, are we on recording? Huh? Recording, huh? On. Okay, welcome back, dear folks. So we're going to go into a second segment. Like I told you that I don't have time to unpack point 2 and point 3. We will unpack that in the trip as we go along the way. Is it okay? Usually we won't take up your time where, you need, let's say in the evening, after dinner, you want to kind of like chit chat with people. We don't take those times. We will take the time in the bus. Okay, so that in the bus, you don't do anything, right? So at most, one time, maybe 20 minutes, that's about the time now. Otherwise, in the bus, you can't handle too long. Huh? All right, so we are going back into the original question we asked you. What is your objective for this trip? Let me suggest some. One, expect an encounter with the Lord Jesus Christ. 2, improve Bible and historical knowledge. It will help you. That's for sure. Number 3, understand the difference between Hebrew thinking and Greek thinking that has shaped our faith. It's, for some of us, a paradigm shift. 4, learn about various civilizations. 5, make new friends and build relationships. So my encouragement to you is don't just stick on to your normal friends that so like AMC, you are the largest group, but mix around with other people because we are all the body of Christ. Remember that, okay? When the roll call comes, when God says, okay, come forth, He will not say, AMC, where are you? Badoo, where are you? Bethel, Presbyterian, Bible Presbyterian, where are you? No. He will call my sons and my daughters all coming. We're all family, right? So make new friends. And the most important thing we want to do is not a serious kind of Bible study. Okay? But have fun. But learn as well. So we are ready to pray for people, definitely. But, it's not like church camp. Church camp. But equally, church camp, you only got 3 nights. Here, you are journeying with everyone for 14 nights. If you don't know how to make peace and so on, all right. Wow, so small. How should we prepare? Well, it's a bit late. But I suggest to you, go and get, used to walking. Every day, average 10,000 steps. Now, again, understand, there are those who have done more than 10,000 steps walking in a shopping center. Right? We're not talking about 10,000 steps in Bishan Park or MacRitchie. I mean, you're not sweating, because the weather is pretty nice, which I will share with you. So, but then build up some kind of thing, like for example, my wife and I, we walk every day, about 8,000 steps every day. Sustainable, don't walk until For 1 more week, I don't want to do anything. It doesn't help you. Spiritually, please come for, of course, you are now in the pre-trip teaching. Read the books of Acts and Revelation. It will help you because we will make a lot of references to that. Read and listen to the notes given in the Wonderlock app, given the link, and then the journey is really return to your first love. Mentally, bear with one another during the trip. Community living, sharing and loving. I told you, right? We are 14 days. It's like 3 or 4 church camps into one. Yeah. Okay. So now there is some kind of like regimen that we will have. What is 6, 7, 8? 6 o'clock wake up call, 7 o'clock breakfast, 8 o'clock move up. Generally speaking. Now, in case you say, wow, sounds like army, you won't be because you have time difference. You wake up way before 6 o'clock. Trust me, at least for the first week. Okay, you wake up 4 o'clock, you're wondering, what am I going to do? Yeah. And then adapt to different food and culture. Okay, we're going to unpack a bit more later. Now, this is a trip summary. You have 2 nights in Greece, 4-star hotel. Greece is more expensive than Turkey, right? 4-star hotel enough already. 5-star, very expensive. And then 8 nights in Turkey is 5-star because it's cheaper, and also I think the quality of 4-star in Turkey is not as good for 5-star. And 2 nights of cruise. Okay, so basically, if you look at it, 8, 2, 2, 8, 4 is 12. So actually, you have 12 nights. In between, it's just the flight stuff. All meals included except those in the airport and flights. Land, air, and ship transportation is all included. Air balloon flights is optional. If you decide to sign up, let us know early. Study the Bible, not just historically, but thematically regarding the past, present, and prophetic future. Connect with local ministries and people who we will give you opportunities to do, right? Okay, oops. Now, this is the flight. We are taking Gulf Air. You wonder, what airline is that? It's actually the Bahrain National Airline, Gulf Air. In fact, my one of my managers right now on Gulf Air. She's flying, so she's sending kind of like information to me. The plane is a 787 Dreamliner, so the usual kind of plane. Gulf Air, the business class is the cheapest. Okay. In case some of you, I don't think it's cannot. No more business class. Business class, we also pick up quite a lot already. Okay. And then for Gulf Air, it's complimentary Wi-Fi in flight. Yeah. So when the plane is flying, you tap into Wi-Fi. Simple lock-in only. No need to be like, oh, it's flyer, lock-in and so on. No need. So it's included. And Bahrain National Airline, so you fly into Bahrain and then out. So our flight is 9 o'clock. We gather at Terminal 3. Okay? Terminal 3, Gulf Air. Row number 5. No, the flight is 2100. Sorry, I am using. Yeah. The top. 2100 hours. And then the arrival to Bahrain is 2345, which means 11:45. How come so short flight? Well, there's a time difference between Singapore and Bahrain, right? But actually the flight is almost 8 hours. So what we need to do, very important, we will appear at the airport on the 24th at 1800 hours, which is 6 p.m. We'll appear there. So it gives us 3 hours to check in, actually quite fast. Okay. Now we have already talked to them about how many ounces we need and so on. So we hope that at least for every couple or every two of you, at least one is an ounce seat that helps us. The configuration is 3-3-3. Okay, for economy. For the business class is 2-2-2. Even if you're seated at the window business class, you don't need to disturb other people. There's a way, to go to the toilet and so on without disturbing people. That's fine. So at Bahrain Airport is not your Dubai Airport, super huge. Bahrain Airport is modern, but it's not big. So at Bahrain, we will wait for 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 hours. Then we fly and we will reach Istanbul. So BAH is Bahrain, IST is Istanbul. We reach Istanbul at 6 a.m. Then the bus will come and pick us up. Everybody goes out the bus, we go for breakfast. So breakfast, lunch, dinner, all in Istanbul already. After dinner, we check in. Meaning that
few hours in Bahrain.
not on the way, not on the way in, on the way out. Yes. So I explained to you. So this is how it goes. So we actually have a full day in Istanbul. Now, because of the flight and so on, so we will have an early dinner so everybody can go and rest. Okay. Then on the 27th, which is a Sunday, in other words, we spent 2 nights in Istanbul. This hotel is the Hilton Villeroy. I think all the hotel is listed there. Is it Hilton or Saviha? Yeah, it is I think it's in the Wonderlock. Yeah, it's a 5-star hotel. Yeah, Saviha. Saviha. We were there. Saviha is a 5-star hotel, and it's very near to this place where they do hair transplant. Yeah. Hair transplant, we saw so many people pow tow. So we asked them, hey, what happened to you? Why are you like that? They say, oh, hair transplant. And they all came from all over Europe. Yeah, because it's cheapest. So if you have okay, then on the 27th Sunday morning, we are taking a morning flight now. This is the one that gives us flexibility because instead of flying at 11 something, we're flying at 9 something in the morning. And we change the flight. Instead of flying directly to Cappadocia, we're going to fly to Adana. COV is Adana, which is Tarsus. So it gives us a chance to visit Paul's hometown. I myself haven't visited. I actually always wanted to do that, but so hard to work through the itinerary. So this time, opportunity for every one of us to do that. So we're gonna visit Paul's hometown, have lunch in there. Hopefully, together with the spirit of Paul, have lunch. Then we go to Cappadocia, and then we continue on normal as per normal, right? Okay. So we fly at 9:40 in the morning. We arrive at 11. So 11:05. So just nice, And there's a short flight time. 1 hour, 20 minutes. All right. Then when we come back, return, Athens to Bahrain instead of flying at 2 p.m., right now they have moved the flights to 6:30 in the morning. Yeah. So when we arrive in Bahrain at 11:25. This is where they give us a hotel stay for the day, because you got 12 hours of 11:25 reach there, 23:45. So it's 11 something. They give you a hotel stay, they give you a transit visa, they will provide a lunch in the hotel, and then shopping. So, I mean, yeah, Bahrain. So the hotel next to it is a shopping mall. I think, you know. But the flight back is the same, no change. That means we reach Singapore is the same time as what we have, uh, originally agreed. We arrived on the 7th at 12:20 in the afternoon. So you arrive, you can have your lunch in the Jewel, and then you come back on. Same thing lah. So that's how it goes. Now, if there's any question as I share, you can ask. Okay? Or now or a bit later also can. Let me move on. This is the forecast. Istanbul, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high. Okay? So Istanbul, the high is 16 degrees. So I think that you should load up, because the low is 10, the high is 16. It's still, for some, maybe a bit chilly, because high means it's like 2 p.m. Well, we arrive in the morning, no? So we're probably closer to 10. Then when we fly to Adana, is 12 to 26, so it's okay lah. Very nice, right? When we go to Cappadocia is cold. 0 to 14. 0 is midnight. But in the morning, when you fly the air balloon, 4 degrees, 5 degrees. So I think that you need to be prepared. My suggestion is get a hoodie. The kind of like for skiing one you put up there to protect your your head. Then some of you might need to bring some plus. Yeah. Yeah. But then even the daytime maximum is 14. In other words, most of the time is like closer to 10. So still, yeah. And then because when we start, we are actually getting colder and colder. So when you walk the Ilara Valley, the time that we walk is after breakfast, reach there, so maybe about 10 o'clock. The weather is actually a very nice weather, but you are walking in Ilara Valley. Konya, 1 to 16, okay, that's also that kind of weather. Pamukkale, 9 to 22. Izmir, 12 to 19. You can follow the itinerary. So by and large, your average temperature is 10 to 15. Okay, so be prepared for that. Kusadasi, 10 to 21. Now, when you go to the islands, it's also getting cold. So in your cruise, especially out in the sea, you can enjoy the deck. I mean, the sun is there, but it's windy, yeah. And then when you reach Actxplorer, it's like that. So by and large, your average temperature is between 10 to 15 degrees. Be prepared for that. Okay? Wear comfortable shoes as well. And make sure that your socks are thick enough, because the important thing to take care of as we go to colder climates is to cover those places where usually heat is being emitted. like our head, gloves, your wearing a scarf, okay, or what we call it, your socks, feet, get those done. Okay. Now, health. So small words. At present, there's no COVID protocol. So, as far as you're concerned, if any of you hit COVID, it's not pandemic, but your insurance should cover, should have something to cover COVID. Like in case you get COVID, then if you go and visit or get doctors, or like that, you and your roommate, all of you get COVID, your roommate feel uncomfortable. What do? You can check out. And I think you check out and you get what do you call it, a single room. I think they want the COVID insurance covered. Okay. Now, I would recommend that in flights and in the bus, you wear a mask. Okay, because we have shared air. Shared air. Okay, you wear a mask. If someone is tested positive during the trip, it's something that we have to discuss. Okay. During the last time, we were like during the COVID period with the whole thing. So that one is even more serious. This one, okay, if we discuss, we feel like if someone has COVID, it's okay, you sit behind the bus, right? But aside from that, there's nothing very much lah. Right now, COVID is recognized as endemic, not pandemic, meaning that it's in the same category as flu. So what do? Flu, you put on the mask, you kind of like, let's say at the bus, keep away from people, so on as much as possible. That's what we do. So we should discuss what to do. Go single rooming, sit at the end of the bus, but still inside the bus. Practice social distancing at meals. It's something that we would actually, I will talk to Pastor Lynette. But by and large, I think we should, while we want to make sure that, we don't get everybody into COVID, we want to exercise grace as well. Important. Now, everybody should bring a few ART kits. I don't know whether you're up to your ART kits are up to date. But frankly, nowadays, people get the flu, sore throat. Nobody really quite understands COVID or not. Nobody. I mean, it's just like you got flu. So, okay, you don't tell, we don't ask. Okay. Sanitizers, I think do that. Supplements, vitamin C, vitamin D, medication like cough mixtures, stuff like that. Travel insurance is important. Have you purchased your travel insurance? Now, some of you are in annual travel insurance because you travel a lot. There are some you need to buy if you haven't bought. I think we can share with you a link. It need not be group because each individual has got their own requirement, right? Okay. Now, power cord in Greece and Turkey is similar, 2 points. 2 points, right? So if our Singapore is a socket, just get an adapter. You get used to it. Adapter, maybe with USB, it should be done. Okay, so that's 2-point plug. Currencies. Okay, 1 Sing dollar is 26 Turkish lira. How much should I bring Turkish lira? My suggestion to you, don't bring a lot because Turkish lira keep on going down. Don't bring a lot. Your U-Trip card, you know, U-Trip card is a debit card, huh? Or your trust card, or your Revolut. These are those that gives you generally good exchange. Okay. What do you do if you use your credit card when the merchant asks you, oh, do you want your local currency or their currency? Don't take our local currency because you wouldn't get a good exchange. Say their currency because the card itself will allow you to actually get the best rates. Okay. €1 is 1.44. Why do I put euro? Because in Greece is euro. It's euro, not US dollars. So if you take your US dollars, they will convert it for you in euro. In Turkey, it's US dollars. Okay. Now, US dollars has been going down. Right now, it's 1.29. It's a good time to buy some US dollars. Okay, but the thing is, the question is always, how much should I bring actual cash? To me, there are many places that will take all your cards. So maybe as a general rule, if you bring, let's say, 200-300 US dollars, I think that should be sufficient because your debit card, you can draw money out of that local dollars. I mean, local money. Okay. So don't need to bring that much. But US dollars is can be used for other countries as well. So it's better than having having more euro. Euro, unless you know it's your business, you travel to Europe. Otherwise, it's all confined to Eurozone only. Okay, no need so much. But it's helpful to get some small notes on euro, like some of the toilets. Hotel, toilets free, F&B, toilets free. But sometimes you want to go some of this public toilet, they charge you, you know, like half a euro, that kind of thing. Sometimes not cheap, you know. So get it ready. Now, when you reach Bahrain for shopping, that's the exchange rate. The Bahraini dinar is 1 dinar to 3.43. So it's a big currency. Okay. Again, I suggest you use a card. Okay, instead of exchanging for Bahraini, because after you leave Bahrain, you won't use their dinar. Okay. Because the shopping center, they'll take the card. Okay, so that's the currency. The food is like that. In Greece, it's Mediterranean. Very nice food. Okay. In Turkey, it's the Turkish food, Ottoman, a lot of rice. Rice, kebabs, that kind of stuff. Okay. Now, if you feel like, you know, after a few days, you cannot but just dream of bak chor mee, I suggest you bring your instant noodle. Bring some along. But for me, I have no problem eating all the food there. Okay. Both Greece and Turkey, they have got excellent wines as well. So it's included. Methodist cannot. Huh? Methodist. Only the pastor cannot. All right. Presbyterian cannot. Cannot. Okay. Never mind. We won't tell your pastor. Okay, so that's how it is. Now, Turkey is a Islamic country. So if you want to bring your bakwa, be a bit more discreet. Okay, you want to bring your bak kwa and then put some into your food. You're a bit more discreet now. Okay, yeah, because we also don't want to offend them. But they're not as strict as Israel hotels lah. If you show your bak kwa in Israel hotel, they'll scold you. Yeah. So that's the food wise. Yes. Yes, because basically a lot of these places are buffet. So they would have fish. Yes, they have the fish. And then because of buffet, they have got like veg and so on. So it's a variety. Like, yeah. So even if we go to a restaurant that offers meat, they will have options for fish. Yeah. And anyway, for both the countries, the seafood is actually pretty good. Yeah. No problem, huh? Now, the weight, baggage, Gulf Air, Gulf Air is kind of like funny, you know. Singapore to Istanbul, 23 kg. That means our ongoing 23 kg, one luggage. But coming back, 23 kg, two luggages. In other words, you have 46 kg. Yeah. No. We checked already. So maybe they think that, okay, when you go out, your suitcase is a bit empty. When you come back, sure, full one. Turkish Air. Why did I mention Turkish Air? Because domestic flight is 25. So I think it's manageable. By the way, 25 is pretty heavy. Yeah. Okay, so that's your luggage. And anyway, we give you the souvenir bag. It's for your extra for shopping. Now, don't put the shopping, those stuff inside the shopping bag. All your unwashed clothing put inside there. Like that. Then your whatever wine you want to bring back, put inside your suitcase. No, well, of course, carry on is not a problem. Carry on 10 kg or something like that. But I think her question is, she don't want to go and buy extra luggage there when she has, the shopping anointing. So it's different. Okay, we'll find out. We'll find out whether 23 kg is like you bring 5 or add up together 23 or what. We'll find out. Yeah, but you see, she asked one luggage, she asked 2 luggage. So if 2 add up together, it's less than 23 can or not. So that's a question that I need to find out. Now, in terms of the hotels, the list that the hotels we give to you in the Wonderlock, we put it there. In terms of the cruise, these are the stops. You aboard, you embark in Kusadasi. You got island tour in Patmos, free and easy in Crete, free and easy in Santorini. Then you disembark in Athens after breakfast. The time difference between Singapore and Greece and Turkey is 5 hours. 5 hours, okay? In other words, if it's 12 o'clock noon time, it will be 7 in the morning there. Because we are ahead by 5 hours. Wi-Fi. Every hotel has free Wi-Fi. The plane Gulf Air gives complimentary Wi-Fi. In other words, after they take off, so complimentary Wi-Fi is in the air. In other words, once the plane is up in the air, you can log into the Wi-Fi already. But when they are taking off, landing, there's no Wi-Fi. Okay. Sorry? Oh, yes. That's right. But the thing is that, yeah, because sometimes Usually we don't have a problem once you tap into the Wi-Fi, but in certain places, sure. Let's say in a plane, everybody tap lock in, you can't. But then eSIM also doesn't work in the air. So I think as long as you are into on the bus have Wi-Fi, but in a bus with 40 people, it's no fine. Yeah, everyone, we have a problem. We cannot get in now because we're connected, but yet cannot get in. So not very strong. So I think my suggestion to you is that on land, you can get your eSIM. So you have eSIM. There are quite a few of these brands. Data plan also can. Let's say, for example, Singtel, StarHub, and One, they all have their own, plan without needing extra SIM card. Connection is okay, no problem. The cruise, okay, I need to mention the cruise. The cruise, you need to buy your Wi-Fi. Buy from the cruise. Actually, it's available one, but they want to add extra money. So I think all the cruises mostly, they want you to buy them. It doesn't work on the cruise, but when you land on the island, it works. Yeah, because once you're on the island, you are outside the cruise jurisdiction. Right? So my suggestion to you is actually, unless you need to like download a lot of things or upload a lot of big files and so on, most of the time you take all your photographs and upload it or send it when you have Wi-Fi. Now you got to pay. How much? They have something that begins with 17 euro. Not very cheap. 17 euro. I actually in the what we call that in the Wanderlog, I also put in what's available on the cruise. Maybe you check. Now, by the way, in a cruise, all the meals the drinks are free flow. That means from juices, from coffee, tea, beverages, to the wines and the beers, they're all free flow. But outside the meals, let's say you decide to go and have a chat in a cafe and on a cruise, that one you're gonna pay. Actually, not that expensive. So I think there's enough because after let's say after a meal, you want to go to the what we call it. You want to go to the next cafe to sit down. Just get a red wine and bring outside, yeah. Then bring that inside. Yeah, yeah. I mean, frankly, the period of starvation in the cruise is between lunch and dinner. In other words, you eat and eat a lot to eat. Okay, so that's where it is. Oh, no more. Okay, any questions? Any questions? Please feel free to ask. Okay, so let's say for Turkish lira, by the way, even if you go to the Spice Bazaar, they take your card. No problem. You go to the, let's say, near the hotels, you want to buy things, they take your card. So I think if you need to, maybe about less than $50 Sing lira is about it. Okay. For US dollars, you can exchange more because you use your US dollars for other places, right? Other countries that you know. Okay, euro is this what we call it Greece. US dollars, Turkey. But the thing is that for Turkey, you pay them in US dollars, they change back Turkish lira for you. So yeah, but don't bring so much of I mean your US dollars is a backup lah. I think that your purchases, like some of the, I show you those Spice Bazaar. You go in the shop, you want to buy, no. Oh, they take your card. Nuts, spices, teas, Turkish delight, coffee, they take your card. Huh? Credit card, but I think your credit card wouldn't give you good exchange rates. So it would be, you can actually apply for a U-trip. Of course, you can, except that your credit card bills you unfavorable exchange rates. Yes, yeah, let's bring along. Exactly. I've drew lira using my U-trip card at your ATM. U-trip you can use it in Singapore. Yeah. No, you use the Sing dollars because you convert back to. It depends on how much you apportion it, but yeah. U-trip is basically a credit card. It's operates, yeah. So I use my U-trip in Singapore as well. Huh? Mastercard, but it's a debit card, so it functions like they will sure take your card on. Yeah. U-trip is Mastercard. Yeah. You can actually apply. Because it's not a credit card, they don't need your like salary information. It's a debit card. That means you have to have money inside the card. We give you online. I can send you a link lah. Yeah, which is convenient because they give you, generally speaking, very good exchange rates. Close to. Yeah, you just put Singapore dollars inside there. Okay. So you can actually do the conversion there and then, because it's up to you to transfer. Ma. Yeah. Yes, you need a Wi-Fi. Yes. So that's why your SIM card, I would suggest that all of you should have what you call that, either a data roaming enabling, because let's say for example you roam there, where am I? You have a data, you can call your friends, or without data you're stuck. Huh? Physical card as in a SIM card now. Sorry, you're talking about eSIM. Oh, physical. I have a physical card. Yeah. Yeah. But when you're okay, so when you transfer, that means you basically have what we call RFID enabling, which is NRID or something like that. But the one you just got to jaga, because there are people. Let's say for example, my wallet. My wallet is supposed to be anti-NRID. In other words, people cannot take a device, go near my card, and then do things from there. So RFID has advantages and disadvantages. Any other questions? Please ask. We got honey. We have this e-tickets. We'll send to them. But at the airport, okay, so at the airport, it's a good question to follow. At the airport, we'll each give you a kind of like a plastic bag. The plastic bag will have your name tag. You should wear your name tag. Why? Because in the airport, it's easy to look for one with a name tag. Also, because we are not from the one big cell group, get to know each other better. The third thing is that in the plastic bag, we have a earpiece for you. Because when you're on the land, I will give the guide a transmitter. Now, in a group of 40 and in a noisy place, you can't hear him. So every one of you have a what we call it, a receiver, so that you can hear. We will also pass you a what do you call that, a receiver charger, so that you can charge your phone in case you your receiver is losing signal. But actually, if you at the end of the day, you switch off your receiver, the receiver power should be enough for your hookup. Should be. Okay. So we give you that. We give you an e-ticket. We print out e-ticket for you as well. But usually we check in as a group with outing. They have all your data already. Huh? No, it's only a receiver. Yes. Because it's one way. That means the guide or the pastor will use a transmitter to talk to you. But don't need to use it in the bus. In the bus, we just use the microphone. Yeah. Frequent flyer point. Well, Gulf Air, I think they allow you to use some of the, they share the same thing as CX. CX is what? Asian Miles. A few. But they are not on any big alliances. They are not on Star Alliance. Neither are they on One World. Just like Qatar Air, and they got their own. It's called Axios, Yeah, Emirates is on or maybe they also have their own. So. Yeah, it's quite near, but then because our itinerary is quite, yeah. My experience about Blue Moss is I mean it's crazy. First is you everybody take out their own shoes, and after that you one whole group of shoes are there, and then you basically go inside there. There's nothing much to see. In fact, Hagia Sophia, which has become a mosque, is actually more wow. The mosque they have it on the ground level, so all of us we can't go into the mosque. We go upstairs, but you can see. Actually, it's more interesting. The Hagia Sophia is more interesting than the Blue Mosque. Yes, you can see the Blue Mosque like not far away lah. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Your passport, in the trip, is 6 months validity. I think we have already checked. I think some of you are getting your new passport, so you need to give us the new numbers, which we have already alerted our agency. Yeah, because otherwise they won't allow, they flag it so that you won't be like, oh, I'm there, oh, cannot go. Yeah. Any other questions? T3. Not for Gulf Air. T3 at row 5, D3. So D3, is when you are coming to the airport, is the first terminal. Then you come to D1, or you come to D2, the other side. Yeah. I think Istanbul one has, but I don't think the Cave Hotel has. So your Cave Hotel is, it's not your international brand hotel. There's hardly any international brand hotels here. There. If they are like Ramada, they are buildings, they are not Cave hotels. Yeah. So I think it's still advisable to bring your adapters. Any other questions? Yes? No? Okay, if not, I think I should let you leave. Oh, okay, we're not that far away. Let you leave. We can stop the recording. So this is what we will do. We'll send you the recording links once we did, or we'll do some editing, like